So my boss was literally fired mid-Zoom call while the entire department was watching. And the wild part? It all happened because of one thing I said without even realizing it. We'd been having these mandatory weekly Zoom meetings at work, and our boss, let's call him Tom, was a total micromanager. Always took credit for other people's work, muted us when he talked, and scheduled meetings at 7 a.m. on Mondays. But lately, some sketchy stuff was happening, like he kept assigning his own reports to extra tasks off the books. We all knew something was up, but no one said anything, until that one call. I was screen sharing a doc I made for a big client pitch. Tom immediately goes, "I'll take it from here, classic." He starts presenting it like he made it. So in the chat, meant just for my coworker, I wrote, "Can't believe he's stealing my doc again, lol. HR needs to see this." Except I sent it to everyone, including Tom, including HR, including the global VP who just happened to be in that call. There's this awkward silence. Tom stares at the screen, dead quiet. Then, ping. VP messages the HR rep. "We need to talk about this now." 2 minutes later, Tom disappears from the Zoom. No goodbye, no explanation. HR comes back on and says, "We'll continue this meeting without Tom moving forward." Gone. Just like that. Turns out Tom had been under investigation for months. My accidental message just pushed it over the edge. Should I feel bad? Or was this karma finally catching up? What would you have done?
My roommate disappeared, but what I found in his closet still haunts me. So my roommate vanished without a trace 2 months ago, and the police still don't know what happened. But what I found in his closet, it changed everything. We were roommates for a year. He was quiet, polite, always paid rent on time. Honestly, he seemed like the perfect roommate, but he was also super private, never talked about his job, didn't go out much, and had this rule: never go into his room when he's not home. Weird, right? Well, one day he just never came back, left for work and vanished. No note, no signs of a struggle. His phone went straight to voicemail. Police got involved, but he had no close family and nothing turned up. Weeks passed, I figured he bailed and moved out. Then the landlord told me to pack up his room so they could re-rent it. I went in expecting dusty clothes and maybe a weird anime poster. What I found was straight up chilling. Behind a false wall in his closet was a tiny locked cabinet. And I'm sorry, curiosity got the best of me. I pried it open. Inside, stacks of notebooks, every single one filled with names, dates, and addresses. But not just any names. They were people who had gone missing in our city over the last 10 years, including one girl who used to live in our building. I Googled every name, every single one. They were real. Missing person cases, dozens of them. And in one of the books, next to my name, was today's date. My name, today's date. I ran. I called the cops, gave them everything. They were still investigating. They haven't found him. I don't know if he planned to disappear or if someone got him first. All I know is, check your roommate's closet. Would you have looked inside?
I found out my girlfriend has a second life. Online. So I just found out my girlfriend's been living a double life. And no, I don't mean cheating in the traditional sense. This one's way worse, and honestly, a little scary. We've been dating for 2 years. I thought everything was fine, until I noticed she'd get super secretive with her phone. Like she'd angle it away when texting, always on Do Not Disturb, the works. So one night while she was in the shower, her iPad pinged. Same Apple ID. I wasn't trying to snoop, but curiosity got the better of me. I opened the messages, and my stomach dropped. She wasn't cheating with another guy. She was running a completely different online persona. She had a second Instagram account where she pretended to be single, rich, and living in NYC. We live in the suburbs. Her bio said, travel junkie, DM for collabs. She even had photoshopped pictures of herself in Paris and Dubai, but it didn't stop there. She had a whole OnlyFans under a fake name, and she was making bank, thousands, selling pics, chatting with guys like she was in love with them. She never told me, not once, Beastie. Here's the kicker, I confronted her, and she didn't deny it. She just looked at me and said, I never lied. You never asked. Like what? Apparently she's been using that money to pay off our rent and our dates. I've been living off thirst trap money and didn't even know it. So now I'm stuck. Do I leave because she hid all of this from me? Or stay because technically she's funding our whole life? Would you stay with someone who has a secret online identity?